Bismillahi, alhamdulillahi, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi, rabbi shrah li sadri, wa yassir li amri, wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to the Unlock Quran series. Today we will be doing lesson 12A, in which we will be doing Surah al-Falaq, inshallah. So today's class is about Surah al-Falaq. And in the next 12B, we will be doing in the grammar part, yaf'alu, yaftahu, and yaj'al. And we will be learning some learning tips in the next lesson. So now by the end of the 12A and 12B, by then you would have learned 144 words which occur in the Quran almost more than 31,000 times. And let's do a quick revision of the previous lesson. La nasta'inu. Can you please translate it for me? Nasta'inu.
We worship, we will ask
We
for
will
help.
ask for help. So we will ask for help. Sami Allahu.
Allah listens to?
Yes.
Allah
Allah has listened.
Allah has listened.
Sami'a. Sami'a means it has passed. Sami'a. Sami'a means he has passed. Two meanings of ahad. What are the two meanings of ahad?
One and only one.
One and
one, anyone.
and anyone. One and
and
anyone. One ahad means it can be just any one person, or Allah, you and you alone, only Allah. And so now let's come to today's lesson. Let's begin today's lesson. As I said, we're going to do Surah al-Falaq. So Surah al-Falaq and Surah al-Nas. These are the last two ayahs of surahs of Quran. And these are like excellent like protection prayers for our self-protection. And it is a sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to recite the last three surahs once after every salah. So whenever you finish your salah, just recite these two surahs. And it was his practice to recite this 3 times after the Fajr and Maghrib salah. And it has been also reported in Bukhari and Muslim in the hadith. It has been reported by Ayesha radiallahu anha that before sleeping, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to blow into his hand, and he used to recite these last 3 surahs, blow in the hand, the Qul huwallahu ahad, Qul a'udhu birabbil falaq, Qul a'udhu birabbin nas. The last 3, and he would blow, and he would pass it all over his body, and then he would go to sleep. And now, who among us wants to get protection? Of course, we all want to be protected by so many things. So we should all make it a habit to recite these surahs regularly, and preferably the way our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to do. Now, there are 2 benefits of doing that. What are the 2 benefits? One thing, of course, you will get protection from it. And the other thing is that you're getting rewarded because you're following the Sunnah. You're following what our Prophet is doing. So these are the 2 things you can achieve from it. So let's start. First one, Surah al-Falaq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul a'udhu birabbil falaq. Qul means say. A'udhu, I seek refuge. Bi Rabbi, in the Lord, in the name of Lord. Al-Falaq. Al-Falaq is of the daybreak. All right, so now let's go one by one. What is the meaning of Qul? Qul means, the meaning of Qul means say. So, say now, I had already mentioned that say, who's saying? Angel Jibreel is telling, Jibreel alayhi salam is asking Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Qul, that means say. Because Allah asked him to say, and he's passing the message, and he's saying, say, A'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq. So he is conveying this message. Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is conveying this message to us in the best possible way. Now, Allah is asking our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to say. Okay? Now, say, he's saying, tell, Qul, A'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq. So Allah is asking Prophet, say, Qul is, the word Qul is all over the Quran. Say, every time you'll come across this, say. So it is actually an announcement of your need. It is like an open declaration of your need. You're declaring that I need. So those who are weak and cannot protect themselves are the ones that actually require this refuge. So when you need something from a friend or your parent, or from a teacher, or if you need something from a boss, we approach them very, very humbly and you make a request, right? So when we need something from Allah, what do we need to do? We need to approach Allah with humility by admiring that we are in need of His help. So Allah will not come to help us if we do not go to Him. And how? With humility. So this is a prerequisite for seeking His aid. We need to approach Allah with humility. I always say, I give advice to anybody, the children, I said, never leave the rope of Allah. Hold it tight, because on the other end is Allah holding the rope and down you are there. So don't make your hand loose. Keep your hand tight with the rope of Allah. All right. So now let's go to the next word. A'udhu. A'udhu means I seek refuge. Billah. Now we have already done billah. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir. Be Allah means in Allah. I seek refuge in Allah. So in Allah. Then now here, what's written here? Here it's written be A'udhu bi Rabbi, in the Lord. So in Allah, in Lord. So be means in. Remember the word be, whenever it is attached, it means in Allah. Be Allah, be Rabbi. Okay. All right. So now let's come to this. The A'udhu. Now A'udhu means, over here it means refuge. So it is, you're asking for refuge. That means it is an act of submission. You are submitting yourself. When you ask somebody for refuge, that means you have submitted yourself. And you say, I have no power. Allah, I have no power to protect myself. So I am seeking refuge in you, Allah. You're telling Allah, Allah, I cannot do anything myself. You only, Allah, Ya Allah, you only can help myself. We are weak, always in need, but Allah is strong. We weak humans need to hold on to Allah for our dear life, because it's a matter of life. We should always hold on to Allah, and Allah is the one with whom we seek shelter and protection from who? From the evil. And to keep ourselves safe and secure. Right now, the other word is the daybreak. Al-Falaq. The Falaq, daybreak. Al-Falaq, the daybreak. So now, what's the meaning of daybreak? Daybreak, it literally means to rip open something or tear something open. To tear it apart. For example, I can say like, okay, to tear a pillow. When you tear a pillow and the fluff inside, the cotton or feathers, whatever is inside the pillow, imagine you tear it and it all comes out. So that's or a hard rock. If you just crack that rock, the rock opens. Or even a bread. You just take a bread and you just tear it apart. So that's like that's what like falaq means, to tear it open. So it could be something. Now this thing, whatever you tear open, could be soft or it could be hard, but it cracks open. So here, falaq. Now why is falaq connected to tearing open? How do you say what is there which is tearing in falaq? So here falaq means break of dawn. So it is used for the morning because the rays of the morning tears through the darkness of night. And the morning rays are pushing out. Pushing out. How are they pushing out? Now imagine, how are the morning rays coming out from the darkness? You saw early morning sunrise, how you can see the rays? They're pushing out. They're just like a seed slowly opens and the plant comes out. You must have seen. Or the spring water, it is gushing out from the mountains. If you have seen a spring, how it just water is gushing out from the rocks. Or you can see the rain from the clouds. Suddenly it explodes and the rain comes out. The clouds sort of tear open and the water comes out. Or also a child, when the child is born, children from the womb of their mother, they're born. That means they're coming out from there. So we notice that all these acts of creation are kind of creating an opening. All right? All this, whatever I said, everything is like creating an opening. So now we can say Allah is saying He is the master of birth. All this is being born. It's opening. Everything is being born. He's the master of birth. He creates everything. He owns the creation of birth. He doesn't need anyone or anything. We need Him. We are the ones who need Him. We are asking for His protection. Okay, so now let's come to the message. What is the message we get from the meaning of this ayah? That first of all, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, say I seek refuge in the Lord of the daybreak. So you say it's realize first. First, let's realize that we are unsafe. We are not safe. We are surrounded by evil attacks everywhere, day and night, including those, the viruses or the mischief makers and the jealous people. They're all around us. Imagine we are in that situation and now we need help of Allah. And He is our Rabb. He's the Rabb of what? He's the Rabb of the daybreak. Think now, just let us think and study the sun. The source of daylight, its diameter is 1.4 million kilometers. Distance 250 million kilometers. So 1.4 million kilometers is the diameter. Distance is 150 kilometers. And see how Allah is rotating the earth with its circumference of 40,000. The circumference is 40,000 kilometers, and it's rotating around this. It is rotating plus it's rotating on its own axis also. So to bring, and why is this happening? This big rotation of this big sun. Why? Just to bring the day and night, the day and night. So the day and night are being caused by this movement of the earth around the sun. So let's see, this is Allah's greatness, that He has caused the day and the night. So Allah brings out the day from the darkness of the night. Similarly, Allah can remove from us the darkness of evil. See, this is something to think of. The darkness of the night comes out and the morning comes. In the same way, Allah can remove the darkness in us also. So let us practice reading this with full imagination and full feelings. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. A'udhu bi rabbil falaq. Now quickly translate. A'udhu bika.
I seek refuge in you.
Actually, you know what happened? I showed you the answer. I directly showed you the answer. So
Yeah.
I gave you the answer. I didn't do the thing. So yeah, so you got the answer there. And okay, the next question. Now I'll not show you the answer. Al-Falaq means it's easy.
The daybreak.
The daybreak. Yes, good. All right. So now like next ayah. Min from sharri. Sharri is the evil. Ma, of that which Khalaq, he created. So, min sharri ma khalaq, from the evil of that which he created. So now, all right, now let's see evil. Evil, what is evil? We want to see about evil. Min sharri ma khalaq. So, min sharri ma khalaq is from the evil of that he created. So, shar means that which causes someone harm. Okay, now you have to understand this very nicely. It causes someone harm. So, shar means evil, and evil is associated with darkness. Example, if we want to say he has evil intentions, we can also say he has dark intentions. No, we do say he has dark intentions, or we say he has a very dark mind, or he's a very dark personality. So this means like evil. So meaning that seeking refuge from the shar or the evil that exists in various types of creations, such as, human beings. You're seeking refuge from the shar of human beings, from the shar of animals, from the evil of jinn, of insects, and of everybody. So whatever harm these creations can cause you, the one who created, who's the one who created this? Allah. Allah has created everything. So whatever harm these creations can cause you, the one who created the harm has more power, because he's the one who created everything. So he has more power, and only he can save you from that harm, because he has created everything. And shar, or the evil, is not attributed to Allah. Now, this is the point to understand. Shar is not attributed to Allah. It is attributed to creation. So evil is not, it's not an entity in itself. There's nothing like evil. It's not like an entity by itself. Evil is just a lack of goodness. See, when everything is good, and just the minute there is no good, that becomes an evil. So just as, for example, darkness does not exist. There is no darkness. There is a sun, and there's always light. But what happens? Light is always there. So what happens? When we don't have light, it means there becomes darkness. So when our earth is rotating, just because it's not exposed to the sun, it becomes dark. So actually, there's nothing like darkness. It's just lack of light gives you darkness. So when we don't have light, it means there becomes darkness. So it is just that when the earth is away from the sun, it causes darkness. So goodness is an entity, and lack of goodness is evil. Just like lack of light becomes darkness. So lack of goodness is evil. So there is no creation in this world without flaw. There's nothing without flaw except Allah. Allah is flawless. Only He is flawless. So we ask Allah to protect us from potential harm of anything. Things that are beneficial to us can also be harmful. See, there are many things. For example, a car. Car is so useful. We use it every day. It's so beneficial, but it can also be harmful if we meet with an accident or if we don't drive it properly. Another example is internet. Internet is so beneficial. Because of the internet, here I am talking to you. You're sitting in every part of the world and I'm talking to you. And it also had so many benefits. You're getting so much knowledge from the internet. But if you mess up with what internet is providing with you, it can mess up a person. If you don't use the internet in the right way, it will mess you up too. So it has both. So, and then, okay, one more example. Food. Food is beneficial to us. It keeps us awake, alive, healthy, happy, energetic. But the same food can be harmful to us if we are overeating or probably eating the wrong food. It can be harmful. So this surah is about being put in a psychological or social difficulty. Example, difficulty of evils of night, difficulty of a time of fear or difficulty of jealousy when someone might harm you, or difficulty of magic in putting someone in some such difficulty that he is like constricted and tight. So, and now we will do a little more ahead. You will understand the details about it. Okay, now let's go further. Let's do min. Min is from, we have done this earlier. We have learned this word, min. Min is from. Sharri, we have learned it is evil. Min, sharri. Now, the word, remember, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge from the shaitan. So, min, please remember the word min means from, and the way to remember is, you remember a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Now, but be careful, there is a difference between min and man. So, what's the meaning of man and what's the meaning of min? And the man also has got two meanings. So, man means who. So, man means, let me just put this thing little down here. So, man means who, like we said, man rabbuka, who is your Rabb? Man rabbuka. And the other one was ma dinuka, what is your deen? So what, man rabbuka, who's our Rabb? Allah. And man dinuka, our deen, what's our deen? Islam. Okay. Now, shar. Sharri means the evil. We know that, we've done it. Now, what is shar? Shar is basically a suffering. It can be as a direct cause, or even if it appears to be good. Some things, when it appears that it's very good, but actually it's harmful for us. And sometimes it appears it's bad for us, but that bad thing turns out to be good for us. Okay, ma here means of that which, of what? And you know the other meaning of ma. What's the other meaning of ma? Can you remember?
What?
What is, we know what. There was some other, once more we had done ma. Ma was no. Ma was no. So there was the negative of ma. All right. So now let's practice. So now, for example, I'll show you. There's one if you go to Saudi Arabia, if you've gone for Umrah, or if you go to any Arab country, mostly you will see the foreigners, they use two words. Out of that two words, they manage all the whole Arabic language. They manage in these two words. All right. Now, these two words are fi, mafi. Fi, mafi. Fi, yes, it is there. Mafi, it means no, it's not there. I don't know. You must be familiar with it. If you've gone in these Arab countries, you will hear fi. That means yes, it's there. Mafi. It's not there, not there. So I just brought this up because we are familiar with these fi, mafi. When you go there, it is there, like moya, water, mafi, fulus, money, mafi, fi, like this. When they speak the sign languages and all over there. So fi and mafi, these are the two words. So let's practice. Ma, fi is not. Ma means no, not there. It's not there. Ma fi means no. And the other meaning of ma is what? Ma dino. What is your religion? Ma. So now remember the word ma, depending on the context, the word ma has got two meanings. One is ma, means no, I did not. And one is what. So ma and ma both have two meanings. One is no and one is what. Now let's come to khalaqa. Khalaqa is he created. Khalaqa, khalaqu. Remember? Fa'ala, fa'alu. Khalaqa, khalaqu. Khalaqa, he created. Fa'ala, he did. I hope you remember that. Here, let's go through it. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altum, fa'alna, fa'alat. Okay, now we are talking about khalaqa. Can you apply these rules on khalaqa? خلق,
خلق خلقوا قالت قالت قالتم قالنا
and خلق,
قال
قالت
قالت
خلقت,
قالت
خلقت sorry خلقت
yes. So خلق, خلقوا, he created, they created. خلقت, خلقت, he created, I created. خلقتم, خلقنا, you all created, and we all created. And خلقت, she created. Oh, so we
He
did a
created.
little bit of grammar practice just now. Alhamdulillah. Now, what's the message we get from min sharri ma khalaq? From the evil of that he created. So shar has two meanings. We did. It's got evil and suffering, and some evil things, they appear to be good, as I said, but their end is suffering. Therefore, they are also evil. So sometimes even the good things which you feel, oh, it's very nice, but the end of it goes into is a suffering. So that is also an evil. And so we ask Allah's protection from the evil of what he has created. That means from the evil of his creations. For example, Allah created human beings to worship him, but some of them hurt others. So we ask Allah to protect us from the evil of such kind of people. And likewise, we ask Allah's protection from the evil of all the living and also the non-living things. Now let's read this with full imaginations and feelings. Min sharri ma khalaq, from the evil of that which he created. Min sharri ma khalaq. So quickly. Now, can you quickly translate? Min sharri,
and from the evil.
the evil. Good, mashallah. What's the meaning of shar?
Evil and suffering.
Suffering and suffering, also disobedience.
Disobedience.
Yeah, you can add that also. Very good. Congratulations, mashallah, you did good. All right, so now let's quickly look at this. Allah is the creator and the rest are his creations. We seek his help from the evil of his creations, which include everything. So, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ. What he created, whatever he has created, covers everything, the good and the bad. So, now here, yes. Now the next three verses, we قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ. Now the next three ayahs which are coming up, they speak specifically about this evil. Min sharri, from the evil of ghasiq, from the evil min sharri, from the evil of nafasat, and min sharri, from the evil of hasid. Now what does it mean? It means that ghasiq, so the ghasiq is darkness. The nafasat is about the magicians, and hasid is about the jealous person. But there's one thing which is common in all these three. In the darkness, the magicians, the magic, and the jealousy, the envious persons. There's one thing common in them is that they harm us, but we don't know. We are not aware. You will not know what's happening to you. You are not aware when actually this is happening to you. And during this time, how can you be protected? You can be protected only by Allah. So let's look at the next one. So this is about the darkness. Min sharri, from the evil, ghasiqin. Ghasiqin, that means from the darkness, iza, when, waqab, when the darkness intensifies. When the darkness, like the night settles down. The day is gone, the night settles down. So we are asking Allah's help, refuge, to be away from this evil of the darkness. Let's talk about this darkness a little more later. So wamin sharri. Wamin sharri. These are three words. Wa means and. Min, from, sharri is evil. Ghasiqin is darkness. Iza, or is or is a both mean when. So women sharri from the evil of darkness is a when it becomes intense. Is a waqab. So now after is a if now is a so okay, so waqaba, we have seen this word waqaba. Waqaba means it became instant. Waqaba, that means it's past. It's a past tense. Waqaba, madi. But the minute you say is a waqab, if it becomes intense, when it becomes intense. So actually it's changed its form and it's become into a present. So this is just a little point. I'm just trying to say waqaba past. Is a waqaba if it intensifies. That means we are talking about present or the future. It's not done already. So this is the difference when the minute you put ida, it becomes a present. We'll practice more about it. It's just a little bit mentioned on the side for you. Okay, so wamin sharri ghasiqin iza waqab. Let's talk a little bit about it from the darkness, from the darkness if it settles. So the darkness it arrives with evil. We got it. So our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would advise the Sahaba not to go out at night. Why? He would always say, do not go. You have to be at home. Why? Because he said something. He said, somebody asked him that why not to go. He said, if only you knew that I knew. If only you knew that I knew. He didn't give any explanation at that time. So he knew what all can happen in the night time. And he prohibited, he tried to tell the Sahabas to avoid going out of the house at night. But in our society, what are we doing today? Everyone wants to come out at night. Especially the Friday night or Saturday night outings are just, it's a must. Oh, Friday night, we have to go out. It's important to step out. So the potential of evil is far more at night than the day. That's the reason why. Now, let's see that why. Most crimes, if you see, they take place at night because most people tend to do evil under the cover of that darkness. See, when there is in the daytime, you're afraid, even whoever it is, he'll be afraid to do anything. But in the darkness, it's very easy to do anything bad. So like, for example, drinking, or you're hiding and drinking alcohol, or you're stealing, or even like accidents take place in the dark. In the daytime, you can at least see. In the dark, you can't see. So then accidents are taking place. All the murders which are taking place, so many killings, all at night. Mostly all these kind of things are taking place at night. But mind you, night itself is not bad. We can't say that night is bad. You cannot say that night. There's nothing wrong with night. But what happens in the night, that is bad. So that we have to be careful about what happens in the night, that is bad. So in this surah, it is used to indicate the light that disappears into a hole, resulting into the darkness. If the light in this surah is telling us that light is gone and the darkness has come, that is why we are seeking refuge in Allah to tear open the darkness into the light, to bring light into our lives. That's why we are asking Allah for help. Okay. So now, let's read it once more. وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ. And from the evil of darkness when it intensifies. Now, answer me. What's the meaning of إِذَا?
When.
And let's woman. Now next one. Woman sharrin naffasati bil uqad. Okay, now let's do this. This is also good and this is also interesting over here. A blower. Uqad. Uqad means, what's the meaning of uqad? Let's do a little bit about it. So woman sharrin nafasat. Nafasat is woman sharri means from the evil. Nafasat are the blower in knots, blowers. Nafasat is to blow, and uqad is the knot. Okay, so blower in knots. Now let's see, what does this mean? Blower, what does this all mean? So blower in knots is something people used to do in the past to try and harm the others. So the magicians had done this spell, you know, it was like a spell, or it's like kind of, they cast a spell on our prophet also. This had happened. They cast this spell on our prophet, and our prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he suffered a lot. And these machines, what they did, they had cast some 11 knots. There's some kind, you know, they used to tie knots, and that just to capture that the soul of that person and to punish, to do magic on that person. So 11 knots were tied up for Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But this spell, in the end, and he suffered a lot, he went through a lot of pain, and in the end, this spell was taken away by the 11 ayahs of Surah Falaq and Surah Nas. So if you count both these surahs, just count the number of ayahs, you'll find there are 11 ayahs. So at that time, there were 11 knots, and these 11 ayahs were revealed as a sign of protection for our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And that's how, you know, he was relieved of that magic. And people are still into this type of stuff. It's going on. Even today, they do it. But in the past, they used to do a lot. So people turn to these things to solve their problems. You know, instead of going, you know, they forget Allah. Instead of praying to Allah, they go to these kind of means to do magic and all these things. And we should, of course, we should avoid this at all cost. Always avoid this. All right. So now, wamin sharri, and from the evil, we've already done. Now, wamin sharri nafasa. Now, nafasa is the singular. Nafasat is the plural. Now, I just want to give you a trick, because we are here trying to memorize the vocabulary so that we can know the Quran. Now, the word nafasat, just say it, nafasa. So what are you doing actually? Blowing. See, you're not saying nafa. When you say fa, you're blowing. Like air is coming out of the mouth, correct? When you say sa, also air is coming. So just remember this. So whenever the word nafa sa comes, that means air is coming out, you're blowing. So the meaning of nafa, that is blowing. I mean, this is the way I remember this. Nafa, that means twice I'm just blowing when I'm saying this letter. And this is just a little trick of how to remember this word as one of your vocabularies. Now, the word uqad. Uqad means, now here, first of all, it means a knot. Uqad means knot, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. But uqda means knot, it's a singular. Uqad means knots, plural. So this is the difference. Uqda, uqad. So this is singular, and that is plural. Now, fi, I told you, fi means in. Fi, uqad, in the knot. Now, there's something interesting I want to talk about is the nuptial knot. Nuptial knot, the wedding. Like, you know, the nikah when we do, when the both of them, the boy and girl, they get married and they tie a knot. It's like a knot. So, aqd al-jawaz. It's aqd al-zawaj. That means the knot of a marriage. It's a more knot of the marriage. The word aqd is mentioned there too. So it is a knot. All right. So now let's see what's the message we get from this. Message that don't forget the daily blowing by the enemy who lives with us. Who is that enemy who lives with us? He's always there with us. It's a shaitan. Shaitan is always there with every person. It's always there. It's up to us whether we allow the shaitan to come close to us or we just push him apart. So our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, and this is a hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, that when any one of you sleeps, shaitan ties 3 knots at the back of his neck. He recites this incantation or this kind of a spell or he casts this kind of a spell at every knot. So he blows on every knot, the shaitan. And he says, you have a long night to sleep. So he awakes. And so when like you are sleeping all night and 3 knots are tied on you. So in the night or in the morning for Fajr when you get up, or if you're getting for Tahajjud, say for Fajr we get up. What are we doing? Get up. So when you wake up and you remember Allah, as soon as you wake up, 1 knot is loosened. And then when you get up and perform wudu, the 2nd knot is open. And then when you go and pray your Fajr, the 3rd knot is open. And now all the knots which were tied up before sleeping are open, and you begin your morning in a very happy and in a very refreshed mood. Otherwise, what happens? If you do not, you notice this. The day you wake up early in the morning and you've done your Fajr, you have a very productive day. And the day seems so long and you feel that, oof, I've achieved so much. So much I have done. By 12 o'clock, you'll feel that, oh, so much work I have done. But the day you don't get up, just keep sleeping 10, 11, you'll say, what have I done? The time just like sort of just flies away. So if you stay awake late, you give a big chance to shaitan to make you sleep and miss your Fajr. So try, the best practice is to sleep early, get up early. So early to bed and early to rise. All right, so now let's read this from the depth of our heart. Min sharri, from the evil, an-naffathati, of those who blow, fil uqad, in the knots, min sharri naffathati fil uqad. Tell me, what's the meaning of uqad? No, easy. Easy. Come on.
Not. Knots.
Knots. Yeah. Uqda is knot. Uqad is knots. Yeah. Okay.
Knots.
وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. That means, and from the evil, the hasad. We're talking about the hasad, the one who's jealous. The hasid. Hasid is the one who's jealous. So وَمِن شَرِّ, from the evil, hasidin. Hasidin is the envier. The one who's jealous on us, he's the hasid. Iza hasad, if he envies. Iza is when he envies or if he envies. So we are asking refuge from Allah against this evil of the envier who has envied us. Okay, now let's talk about this jealousy. What's the definition of jealousy? I've written here. Jealousy is a feeling that is trapped inside the heart of a person because of which they want good things taken away from someone else. Imagine, they want someone, they're not only jealous, but they want to take away, they're not happy to see the other person happy, and they want to take it away. So, hasad, so this ayah takes us to the root of the problem. The root of the problem, and the root of the problem is jealousy. So this jealousy is somewhere residing within us. It's somewhere inside us. Even, just to think of it, if you see your siblings or your children, even a small child indicates jealousy. That why my brother, why my sister got a bigger piece of the cake, why he got a bigger share of some pie. They also get jealous. See the children, they get jealous with why he got this and why I did not get. Now we are adults, so that jealousy is in us also. So the one who is jealous of you will never harm you in front of your face. Remember that. Whoever is jealous in front of your face, nobody is going to harm you. They will hide behind you and do it. So jealousy is something unseen. You will never know who got jealous and who did that hasad. So you don't know who is this jealous person and who is the one who is harming you. Now, whether the envier, the one who is jealous, whether he gets them or not, is not even an issue. It's not that thing which say for example, you got a lot of money. Somewhere you got a lot of wealth. So right now, this person who's jealous of your wealth is not even, now it is like this, that he's not even interested whether he should get your wealth. His thing is that he does not want you to get it. How you are going to lose that wealth. That jealousy goes at the next level, that it is not for themselves now, that he wants it. He wants that you should not get it. So the person actually becomes obsessed with like depriving someone from it. That he's so obsessed that, okay, now I'm jealous of you. You have that wealth. It's okay if I don't get it, but I'll make sure that you also don't get it. That's called hasad. So when it reaches an extreme level, the person with hasad begins to enjoy hurting the person he or she has hasad against. He starts enjoying because he's getting hurt. And it refers to a creature that lives, this jealous creature, this jealous person, he lives off of causing pain. The only time it feels fulfilled is when it is hurting someone else. That's the time only he feels, happy and content. So now that's like, it's really jealousy. Always I always advise, whenever you, and it's actually, there's a hadith also, that whenever anything good is happening to you in your house, if you got like some money, extra money, or you're doing some great business, or you're starting something new, or you bought some property, or you are, or also marriage. If there is a marriage, you're having some kind of looking for some boys, girls for your children. Do not tell people, do not advertise, keep it to yourself till it's not fully done, because you never know when that hasad will come to you, and whatever you're doing will all go down the drain. So that's, yes, so that's a good advice for all of us. Never, never tell about our good things just to go and spread it out and tell people, because you never know who is your well-wisher and who is not. Now, the last one, woman sharri hasidin. Let's do the words quickly. So woman sharri, and from the shar, hasidin, from an woman. So wa min sharri. We have done wa min sharri, 3 words, and from evil. Woman sharri, and from evil. Hasidin means envier, the one who's envying, the jealous person. Is a, so is when, is or is a means when, and hasad means he envied, and when it is a hasad, like I told you earlier also, the minute you put a, it comes into a present tense. Hasad, he envied, past, done. But is a hasad, that means if, when he envies, when he is envied, that means it's happening now. So now for example, iza waqab, the same thing I'm giving you an example. Iza waqaba, intense. But iza waqab, if or when it becomes intense. Hasad, iza hasad, hasada, or iza hasada. All right. Now I want a little bit about waqab. Can you give me the whole sequence of fa'ala, fa'alu, by using the word waqab? We are doing this waqab and hasad. All right. So
waqaba, waqabu, waqalta,
waqabta,
waqabta, waqabtu, waqabtum, waqalna,
and
waqalat,
waqabat, yes. Okay.
waqabat,
Waqabat, yes, very good. Okay, now as we are doing hasad, now let's do hasad. Hasada,
hasada, hasadu,
hasadta,
hasadta, hasadtu, hasadtum, hasadna,
hasad,
hasadta,
hasadat, hasadat.
hasadat.
Yeah. Now we're just practicing. It will all come, it will all connect. All right. Okay. So now what's the message we get from this? That woman sharri hasidin. That means if you إذا حسد. If you receive something good, a jealous person wishes that you lose it and he gets it. If not, at least you should lose it. See? So he will try to destroy your reputation, your work, your property, and or hurt you in any way he can. This is called the jealousy. So pray, let's pray to Allah that we are never jealous of anybody. Never be jealous of anyone. It is like, when you are jealous of somebody, it is like you're objecting to Allah's distribution. Allah has distributed wealth and everything to people in different. We all don't have the same face. We don't have the same hair. We don't have the same amount of money. We don't have the same skin. We don't have the same life. We are all different. And this is the way Allah has made us. Each one has something different. So let us not, by getting jealous, that means we are trying to challenge Allah. So when you see someone having more than you, never get jealous. Okay, you have more, then what you should do? You should just pray to Allah that Allah, give him more, give me also. That's the best thing you can do. If you look and you're feeling that the other one is jealous, then pray to Allah. Allah, he has more. Allah, give him more and give me also. So Allah will also, you will also get it. Because now you're praying with him. You're not jealous. You're asking Allah, okay, good, you have given him, give him even more. But Allah, please give me also. And then definitely that's a dua and Allah will listen to you. So now our Prophet Muhammad said, this is a hadith in Abu Dawood, that beware of envy, because envy consumes or destroys the virtues just as fire consumes the firewood. Or he also said it was grass. So if you have seen how the grass, if there's a dry grass, just one matchstick, you just light one spark of fire, what's going to happen? In 1 second, the whole field will burn, because it's like hay. You have like a hay field, in 1 second it will all burn. So this is how jealousy is. So never get jealous, because all your good deeds, the minute you get jealous, all the good deeds you have done, one by one, it will just burn like a wildfire. So this never, astaghfirullah, whenever that feeling of jealousy comes in you, try to, hold yourself, say astaghfirullah, ask Allah from Allah's help, and then pray for that person more on the contrary. So let's read this again. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ, and from the evil of an envier when he envies. Now quickly, 3 evils are mentioned in Surah Falaq. What are they?
Daybreak, magic, and envy. Night, magic, and envy. Okay.
Evils. The daybreak is not an evil. In fact, it is good. A light is coming out. It's a night, darkness. Fasiqin, the darkness. Fasiqin. Nafasate is the magic, and hasad is the envy. Ghasiqin, nafasate, and hasad. These are the things. The night, the magic, and the envy. These are the evils. All right. Meaning of hasad is to wish
that the others lose their blessings.
Good. Correct. So in a hadith, we are prohibited to do hasad. Why?
It destroys good deeds.
Yes, it destroys all our deeds. Like how? Like the fire, like the wildfire. It destroys. All right. I recite Surah Falaq to
get protection. To follow the Sunnah.
And to also receive barakah. And also to
receive barakah.
All of these.
To get closer to Allah. Yeah.
All of them. MashaAllah. Good. Congratulations. You have done very well. Alhamdulillah. Now, just remember, all of you must just remember that who is on your side. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. You are asking from Allah. Who is on your side? Allah is on your side. So all the darkness is on one side, and Allah, the one who tears through the darkness, and brings light to you is on your side. See? So when Allah is on your side, what else do you have to worry about? Always remember that. Allah is on your side, you have nothing to worry. So hold on to our Quran and believe in it. It gives us counsel, so take it for yourself. Don't take it just as an interesting lesson. It is supposed to change our attitude. So what we learned today is just not a lesson, especially about the jealousy. It is there because, as I said earlier, there is one evil sitting inside us, and that is the shaitan. He is there in every body. It's up to us whether we follow him or not. So especially this jealousy, we should try to move this jealousy from us and from our children also. When you see somebody doing good, you should feel happy for that person. Always feel happy for the others. Feel for the others the way you feel for yourself. And so don't go back to the worldly distractions of jealousy and hatred. Remember what we learned in today's lesson. So let's do a little dua. May Allah give us the strength to change our attitude and make us unified with the Quran and give us comprehensive understanding. Ya Allah, we too seek refuge from the evil of the envious ones. Ya Allah, we ask you to protect us from being envious of others too. Ya Allah, keep us safe and sound from the evil of those who blow on knots from their temptations against the path of justice and truth. So today's lesson is done. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.